If your goal for the new year is to buy a home, our next guest is here to help you. So joining us now is Rick Tomasello with this month's market update with the Fresno Association of Realtors. So thanks for joining us today. Let's get an overview of the market. What do the numbers look like this month? What does real estate look like in the Central Valley?
Well, I think before we go jumping into what this year looks like, I think it's probably best off if we put a bow on 2023.
On last year, yes.
Because 2023 was kind of brutal for all those involved in the real estate industry. We had the sharp increase in interest rates,
Yes.
which obviously limited buyers' purchasing power.
Right.
But even more so, prevented sellers from listing their home for sale. So
Right.
that's why we had our inventory went down pretty drastically. But you know what the good thing is that the end of 2023 gave us signs of lots of optimism for
Yes.
this year. We totally rallied in December.
Okay.
So get this, we had more properties go pending in December than we did in November, which is like almost unheard
Right.
of.
Because it's the holiday season. Not a lot of people buy in that month.
Well, get this. So towards late September, early October, interest rates started coming down.
Yes.
So interest rates have dropped a little over a whole percentage point from, like I said, September to end of December.
Yeah.
So, it might not sound like a ton.
Yes.
But for buyers, let me put it to you this way. On a $400,000 loan, that buyer was now saving about $400 a month.
That's huge.
That's totally huge. So that got a whole bunch of buyers off the fence, say, hey, let's go, let's buy now.
Which is, we always want to know when the perfect time is to buy. And I always feel like it's now, because you're never going to meet anybody who, 25 years from now who's like, oh, I wish I would have waited to buy my house.
Exactly. When's the best time to buy? Honestly, yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday.
So what does inventory look like? How many days are houses staying on the market? And what are buyers experiencing right now?
Okay, so right now inventory is still on the lower side, right? We're about 2 months worth of supply of inventory.
Okay.
So that means is if we didn't list another house for sale, all the homes would be sold in like 60 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, for buyers right now, it's not a ton to choose from. But here's the good news. As we distance ourselves from the new year a little bit, it's always true. More sellers will come on the market. And as we see interest rates continue to trickle downwards,
Right.
that's going to unlock a lot of sellers who will be much more willing to sell.
And do you think that's because when people sell their homes, then they enter the market and
Right.
they need to buy a property to replace the one that they're in?
So look at it like this. The buyer or the property owner, right, who has, maybe they bought it at a really good time and they've got maybe a 3.5% interest rate, right? Well, if you're asking them to go from a 3.5 to like a 7.5 or an 8% interest rate,
Yeah.
for a lot of those sellers, they're like, absolutely not, can't
Right.
do it, right?
Right.
But if we see those rates trickle down, we're at like 7 today, 6.5, 6. If we get all the way down to like 5.5, all of a sudden that bridge isn't that large
right.
of a gap to kind of jump. So as we trickle downwards, it's going to unlock a whole lot more inventory for our buyers.
And it's not to say that everybody who wants to put their property on the market is going into a bigger home or a similar home. There are many people who are downsizing, and so it makes sense to get rid of a big property. So there is inventory for people who want to enter the market, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. There is always homes for sale. There are a million different reasons that people need to buy and sell real estate.
Yes.
Right? Those major lifestyle changes happen, and how we live in our home changes.
Yeah.
So it's just in how many will actually be available. And what we're hoping on and banking on, these interest rates coming back down, which we've already seen that movement on. So like I said, we are very optimistic.
So now is the time to get in touch with somebody like yourself or somebody from the Fresno Association of Realtors. How does having a trusted realtor from the Fresno Association of Realtors help buyers and sellers?
Yeah, totally. Well, for buyers, a good realtor is going to help you get all of your ducks in a row, okay? And it's so important. Like, first step is you should be setting up yourself with getting pre-approved with a good quality local lender, which your realtor will be able to assist you in lining up all that stuff. It's like a realtor's true position is to get their client in position to be able to perform. Right? So, you know, we help kind of come up with that game plan. And it's never too early to develop that game plan. Even if, you know, you're looking at homes right now and you're not thrilled with the inventory that's out there right now, that's okay. You know what? Develop the game plan now so that way when your dream home does come on the market, you can pull the trigger quickly.
I think that's such great advice because for a lot of people, you know, I'm sort of in the demographic of first-time home buyers, and it's the biggest purchase you'll ever make, and so it is confusing and it is overwhelming. But I think the first step is to find a realtor that you trust and that you sort of vibe with, and they can help you find those lenders. They can help you, you know, on that path to getting pre-approved, to knowing how much you can buy.
And understanding how the whole buying process works, how our purchase agreements work, right? We can start going and developing what's our negotiation strategy going to be this entire time? What's our strategy going to be once we're inside escrow to complete the sale?
You guys have the knowledge. You can help people who want to enter the market. We will have all the information on how to get in touch with the Fresno Association of Realtors. Rick, thank you so much.
Emily, thank you.
All right, coming up here on Central Valley today, this sweet boy is looking for a forever home. We are back with the Valley Animal Center for Monday after this.